Hello everybody, it's Ando here, and today I'm going to be giving a quick tutorial on how to use the gem editor. So, a lot of people struggle with this, and at first I did the same way. I have 227 hours in Call to Arms, and most of my time is spent in the editor itself, so I think I'm kind of qualified to show it. I'm definitely not like an expert or anything, but I will show you the basics of getting your own little skirmishes and battles going. So, first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and just hit play. Now you're going to pull up this menu, and you're going to want to hit editor. So simple enough, so we'll go ahead and start that. So you're going to have to give it a second to load. Loading times is kind of annoying with the gem editor, but shouldn't take super long. If it is, it might be just because of your PC. Usually takes me about 30 seconds to start, then to like load into a map, maybe 30 seconds to a minute, so not super long. As you can see, I'm playing with the Vietnam mod, so I'll show you how to also start your mods while you're in this. But because I'm playing with this, I'll have some assets you might not have. Alright, so here we are. So first, this might look really confusing at first. So I'll go ahead and give you basic controls to look around. So you're going to hold your middle mouse button, and you can turn and like rotate your camera. Zoom in just like you do in the basic game. Pretty much same basic game controls. So you might notice with WASD you can't move around to move your camera. You're actually going to want to go up and hit F1. This will change you to this menu. So you can move around with WASD after you go to this. So this is going to be like your actual play menu where you can use this to interact with stuff in the game like your troops, like you do normally in multiplayer or single player. So if you hit F2 again, this pulls back up to, oh, I hit F3. F2, this pulls up your spawn menu. F3 is important. This is where you do scripting. I don't script at all. I'm horrible at it. I can do some basic stuff like tell troops to walk around. That's kind of it. I would recommend just staying in your F2 menu. So you can see over here, this is where you can spawn stuff in. So let's go ahead and hit like humans here. This is where you'll actually spawn in your infantry and your troops. Vehicles, where you can spawn your vehicles in. Pretty simple. We'll ignore the construction stuff at first. I'll just show you how to get troops down. So if you hit F1, you can hit mods. This is where you'll enable your mods. I'm doing a video right now. Well, at least trying to work on a video. So that's why I'm playing with my Vietnam mod and stuff. So we'll go ahead and hit, we're going to hit escape. So you're going to see this menu pull up. So you can hit new to make your own map, but personally I would not recommend that at first. Actually, making a map's a little complicated. It took me like 400 hours just to understand it, because I have 200 hours in this game and 300 hours in Men of War. So yeah, it's a lot of work to actually like do it. So go ahead and hit load. Now for you, you're gonna want to hit multiplayer, and you can just find a multiplayer map you like. So just find one of these. These purple ones, that's because it's a mod, so it'll be purple, so you'll know which maps are modded maps or not. So after you hit this, just going to hit on this, then hit OK. For me, I'm going to load, let's go ahead and load this one. So you can see the maps I've saved here that I can go back to. So let's go ahead and go to my FOB map that I was working on. I've just finished up this map. So we'll go here and we'll make a small battle on this map. You see it takes a second to load here. Okay, so here's this little map here. So let's go ahead and hit F1. We can zoom out, we can look around, and just see the entire map. So this is a map I've been working on. I made this myself. So let's start off with just placing troops. I'll show you that. So go ahead and get into an area where you want to actually be able to look around and stuff. You can turn your camera with your mouse wheel, and just go ahead and hit human. So what I would recommend doing is going to the right of your keyboard. You will need a full-length keyboard for this to actually change teams, so definitely get that if you are wanting to use the gem editor. Go ahead and hit 0 on your little calculator thing. So you're selecting Team 0. So now that we've selected that, we're going to hit, let's hit Vietnam. You can hit multiplayer. Well, actually, no. We can just hit multiplayer here. We're going to hit US Dom. For you, you can pick USA, Russia, Germany. We'll just say you're playing with base game. So we're going to hit mid. So this will pull up different stuff we can use in the game. So, you know, we have all of our units. So let's go ahead, just grab some Australian riflemen. We'll get a full little squad here. So we'll get 1, 2, just place them. We'll place a couple more. This guy's got a MLAW, another one right there, and there we go. So we got a little squad here. We're gonna hit F1, and now it's pretty much just like multiplayer. We can take control of these guys. Also, another thing you might notice is pretty important. You see the skybox. We don't have a skybox, which is a little annoying. So you're gonna go to your keyboard and hit F6. I hit the wrong one. Hold on. That's F7. F6. And you can scroll on this menu to find different skyboxes. So let's take... I'm going to actually do the Vietnam, so we're in a Vietnam setting. We're going to do... Let's do... FSB Day. So this right here, we're in a little daytime area. Looks a lot better. And we have a skybox. So this is pretty simple. So if you're wanting these troops, let's say these troops are defending a little ambush down the road. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight these guys, just like we do in multiplayer, and hit this one. You don't really use this in multiplayer too much, so hit movement at will. Make sure they don't move. So now when they come under fire, these guys won't actually move. So we'll go ahead and get these guys in position. We'll put them up on these sandbags here. And then we'll get this guy here. And we'll get you up on this M2 right here. Right there. Pretty simple. So now, let's go ahead and get our opposing forces. So let's go ahead and hit 1. Now when you do that, you'll see you're not going to see these guys highlighted anymore. So we're going to hit 1. Let's make them fight some PAVN. And we'll get some PAVN riflemen. So let's get a small squad. So 1, 2, one of those, PSH. Small squad here. So now we have these guys. So let's move this guy real quick. So you're gonna hit your little calculator on the right of your full keyboard to actually swap teams. So you can swap between controlling these guys. So let's get some more. Let's get more. So instead of actually having to place these after we have our squad selected, we can select it like this. Hit Control Z and Control V. So just copy and paste them. That's simple. It'll save you a lot of time. So we'll put these guys in the tree line over here. Put a couple more. We'll get not a super big squad. That's probably good. So here we go. We have our opposing force and our defending force here. So now, let's say we want to go ahead and start the battle. You'll notice they're not shooting at each other or anything. So all we're going to do is go ahead and hit start. That's it. So now we will start engaging each other. So we'll let this little battle go. Alright, then after you want to end it, you just hit finish. That's all you need to do. So, this is pretty much just how you do your small battles. That's all you really need to do for that. Now, let's say you want to save this for later. So all you're going to do is go up here, save as, name the file, and just hit OK. And that's pretty much all you do. Let's say we want to add some more defenses for these guys. We're going to go into the construction tab. We'll go into Vietnam construction just because I'm in here. We'll go to, let's see, Underport Vietnam. We can add roofs. We can add all this stuff. Let's put some walls, even though they're really out of place. We'll grab some walls. Hit Control V, and just copy them. Place it. Oh, why are they getting placed all the way over there? Huh. Some of this stuff is bugged. But, I don't know. Coat arms, buildings. We want to place a villa. We can put a little house here. Let's get them in the house. Go inside there. Now we have a little house here. Simple as that. So this whole spawn menu here, you can just do stuff like that to get troops spawned. Let's get this guy to go upstairs. Oh, you're not gonna go upstairs? I guess not. Simple as that, just to spawn stuff in. So, let's take some other stuff. Let's get these guys in a helicopter. And let's get you in a vehicle. This is you, this M13. That's pretty much all you really need to do to make battles. So, I might go into depth with some building stuff so I can teach you guys how to make your actual maps. Like this. I made this in about 2 hours. It's not super hard. It's definitely intimidating when you're learning, but it's fairly easy to actually do. So, in the future, if you guys are wanting more videos like this, just let me know what you guys want me to teach. I'm trying to learn scripting so I can make my battles more interesting. That's pretty simple on what you need to do. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope this showed you how you can make your own skirmishes and battles, and I will see you next time.